Once upon a time, there were lines that just didn't get crossed, not for money, fame, likes, or even $1 million. There were things that you just wouldn't do. In middle school, it was this thing going around. People would ask the question, would you suck a foreign object for $1 million or watch your mom die? And everybody would say, watch my mom die. Because some things just weren't worth the risk. And we've gotten to a point where now people will do that not for $1 million, but out of the thought of potentially going viral for it. But for every one person that goes viral, as I said, and I know it may sound like a broken record, there are 10 people who are stuck chasing that fame bug, but it just won't bite them. It's like watching Spider-Man get bit by the spider and him becoming this great superhero, and you go in this lab and you get bit by a spider, but you contract a strand of chlamydia and now you're dying of a slow death. It's something much more dangerous and your organs are melting from the inside. I may have gotten off track. Anyways, the thing is, how have we got to these extremes? You're asking where shame went, and truth is, shame died a long time ago. And we've all been at this funeral slowly, just gathering around. And with every viral moment, it's like a family member or a distant relative coming up on a podium saying how good of a person Shane was. Shane was so good, he kept everybody in line. Shane was so good, he didn't allow certain things to go on. So why do we? We've turned clout into currency. I know I've covered that. We've also turned insanity into entertainment. And I know you're probably thinking, well, there's no way that we can get crazy shit, right? Lucky for you, you have me, and I'm here to tell you, yes, we can. Now, if you think I'm playing around, let's rewind just a little bit. A few years back, I remember quite vividly a man filming himself riding in an airplane. As an American, there were two separate events that involve planes and people voluntarily crashing those planes into American soil. Now, for this man to think that this was a great idea, where does that stem from? Right? Internet. Internet is actually an illness. People assume that, well, if I just do this one thing, I could blow up. Not blow up, not airplane blow up, because that's not what you want to do. He's since then been arrested, and I think he gets out soon, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just one of the small, tiny microcosms of things that have happened, and I've said to myself, there's no way. What's next? Normalcy is boring. Well, that's what I don't think that. That's what the algorithm thinks. Think about it. They push so much crazy negativity onto your feed. Even if you're just a lifestyle kind of person and you just like furniture and trees and books and chairs and stuff. Social media is about over the top stunts. It's like living next door to Kick Batowski. He's always trying to do the next crazy stunt. Why? Well, he's a daredevil. Everyone wants to be a daredevil, not in the sense of crazy stunts, but in the sense of crazy gimmicks. Take the skit culture, for example. With more and more skits being on the rise, I don't know what's real and what's fake. You'll never, well, actually, you will know because the cameraman is, I don't know, 2 feet away from the person who's about to get pranked. But that's neither here nor there. Or how certain pranks, well, not certain pranks, certain skits capture the whole conversation as to why something is wrong. Now they do make for some good think pieces for a week or two until someone is on to the next hot topic. And that's attributing to the low attention spans. Now I don't know the exact study, but that may be a video topic idea for the near future. Speaking of Kick Batowski and stunts, the gender reveals have gotten at an all-time crazy level. And for this upcoming year, oh man, I don't know. It's kind of hard to predict what could happen because we've already had a plane crash that resulted in the death of someone because they wanted to do a low flyover. I don't know what's next. Filling a swimming pool with a color and then someone getting in and they pee and the color changes to the gender of the baby. Who knows? There was also another gender reveal in 2020 in California The pyrotechnic, they blew up the grandmother. She got blew up because of a gender reveal. Now imagine when that child is born and they say, "Mommy, Daddy, where's grandma?" And you have to look your baby in the eye and say, "Well, son or daughter, we killed them for you." That's, do I have to say it? I know one even better. They get 10 men and women and they all randomize the teams. Blue shirts versus pink shirts. And the last person standing, that's the true gender. One big battle royale for the to determine the gender of one's child. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Now, I'm not going on this journey. I'm just watching from the sidelines as this game of stupidity plays along. And in my true opinion, I don't think we'll have something like 2021 where a reported 330 people died from trying to take an extreme selfie. I don't think that'll happen this year. It could, who knows? But I think it'll be more financially. I think people they'll sow seeds that will mess them up in the future, which they kind of already do. My prediction, it's hard to make a prediction because anything that I try to predict, it's already happened, right? Because nothing is new under the sun. It's just hasn't been uncovered yet, or the sun hasn't shined on it. Shined? Is it shown? The sun hasn't shone.
Hooked on Phonics guarantees you'll see an improvement in your child's reading in 4 weeks or your money back.
The sun hasn't revealed this viral thing. Like the dude who predicted the Bitcoin thing. He was ignored. Now his video goes viral. Or what about 2019? We know 2019, 2021. Those were dark times for us, right? You know what actually caused COVID? Maybe, I don't know, people opening and licking tubs of ice cream. Maybe. I could be wrong. Because there was only a few people that actually went viral for it. What? So what are they gonna do this year? Maybe, I don't know, eat some raw meat. Why not? Everyone is, well, someone's already done that. You know what it is? I mean, it's pretty simple prediction. It's already been going on. Streamers, their streaming culture is about to skyrocket. That's where the money is because you have these people who are, I guess, the pillars for what streaming does for certain people, right? It puts them in echelons to have their own commercials, their own meals from major food chains. That's great, right? Until people try to imitate this by just doing the randomest thing possible, like I don't know, take food from the homeless, or traveling the world and disrespecting cultures that you don't really know too much about. They're gonna start streaming on the metaverse. It's gonna be like the Matrix times a million. People are gonna be hooked to these big chairs. And they're gonna be sitting back like this, streaming their whole lives, 24/7. They may even make them some custom eggs to just go into an eternal sleep to go play in virtual reality land. That's the real American dream, right? Our technology has came so far that we don't have to do anything but have a decent wireless connection and get it at least 60 frames per second. Who's arguing with that? Nobody. You know what? I got a good one. You know how people already sell like and and they put them in jars and they ship them out to their viewers on OnlyFans, right? And their toenail clippings and all that other goods. They actually do that. What if people start selling shares of their life? Think about it. They auction off decisions to their viewers, right? The streamers say they put a poll up. Should I don't know, have a baby with A or have a baby with B? And they allow people to pay to make a decision on their life. It's like playing IMVU in real life, but instead of you controlling the person, this person is looking up to you, saying, "What if I do this or that?" You remember the NPC trend? I imagine that times 10 in the near future, right? They're gonna call them like what, AI babies or something. They can make an AI picture out of anything. AI is gonna be so advanced that people are gonna just have an AI baby on their phone. And it makes sense, especially for Japan, since their population is declining. Gosh, I might be onto something. Or a better one, right? Since everything is about capitalizing off the loneliness and the isolation of people, right? People are gonna start renting out their entourages to other people. You like seeing the people that hang around little baby them, or your favorite NBA player, or your favorite influencer. How about you rent out friends of the AMP house? Some of their close acquaintances for the day. About, 150, 200 an hour? Think about it. I think that's actually a thing already.
Now, you see, you can rent Lucy in a G-rated way by clicking her profile on rentafriend.com.
But it's like a more family oriented. So you're paying for time. It's like when you get an escort and you pay for the. Anyways, what if they start these things called council me campaigns? You remember how the council culture came and went? It was like a blur. Someone said something bad, everybody turn on them. Let's call their jobs, their friends, their family, and make sure this person is can't do anything. It's like blackballing in a sense. See Jonathan Majors, for example, right? People are gonna start saying and doing outrageous things, rage baiting. That's what they call it. But instead of that, they're gonna just start saying things that would have potentially gotten them canceled. Just walking on that edge and being edgy all the time so they can stand out from the crowd. Ooh, look at me, I said the N-word. And then what they'll do is they'll go on a rebrand where they're apologizing and being this good human being. And then, hear me out, they'll drop merch. It's like the rebirth of someone new. And then like split personas. I have a new personality. Yeah, I mean, makes sense, right? I mean, now what I'm really just spitballing, just throwing darts, hoping I hit the bullseye. And in all actuality, everything I've been mentioning has already been going on. It's already in the making. It's already happened. I'm saying this to say you can't predict stupidity because how do I look sitting here trying to play stupid? It's impossible. Because when you see the ignorance that's going to happen, you're gonna scratch your head and say, I would have never thought that this is what would come. The boom that's about to happen is going to be something extraordinary, something to marvel at, and something to be terrified of. Because you don't know who is going to come up with their camera in your face, recording you, baiting your reaction. Or you don't know who's streaming in across the road from you with some hostages tied up, talking about send me X amount of cash and then I release them. What you don't know actually will keep you safe in some instances. So be sure to use the internet wise this upcoming year and try to take precautions to protect yourself and those around you. To be honest, this sounds like I'm about to plug in like a VPN or something. Like I would in due time, hopefully by the end of this year. Hey, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and maybe I can do a few plugs for some VPNs. Who knows? But that's all for now, guys. Peace.